Yes, you are welcome back. Still on the Omoyele Showore's bail revocation. So, as I was saying, the fact that the judge granted you bail is an opportunity for you to approach your complainant and quickly settle out of court. It is not a form of weakness. It puts less stress on you. It puts less stress on your lawyer and on your finances. It puts less stress on the complainant and it puts less stress on the court. If you can, if you can settle amicably. And that's one of the reasons, though it is not stated in law, but if you logically look at it, that's one of the reasons you were granted bail. Another reason why you are granted bail is so that your your day-to-day business will not be altered, so that you can continue to do your day-to-day business, take good care of your business and your family while the matter continues. And that's the reason why uh, in the process of granting you bail, a shorty or a couple of shorties, or left to the discretion of the judge, shorties will be asked, will be demanded from you. And it is all in a bid to make sure that you are regularly available for the litigation. Because if you are not available or you abscond, the complainant will be dissatisfied. And that means that justice has not been done. So you are granted bail so that you can be available, and you are tied to your shorties. Your shorties are made to realize that if you abscond, they will be arrested in your place. And so that you can always be made available. That is the reason why you are granted bail. So when, after you have been granted bail, you make yourself unavailable, what you are telling the court is the fact that the court can no longer trust you with your availability. So the judge has no choice than to revoke your bail, keep you in detention, so that whenever you are needed, you are made available. And that's what happened in the issue of matter of Sowore's case. According to information I got online, I was told that I got to know that Sowore had sacked his lawyers. He is standing representing himself as a lawyer. I think if I'm correct, I think Sowore read law too. He's a lawyer, though probably not a practicing one, more as an activist. But then there is room for you to defend yourself in law. So, and if you are defending yourself, you don't forget the fact that you are still a defendant in the matter. So I heard that he wrote a letter to the court. Yes, I did mean it was his lawyer that wrote the letter to the judge that, oh my lord, sorry, I have another matter elsewhere, or probably I have health issues, or probably I have a very pressing family emergency that I have to attend to. Yes, probably, yes, the judge might consider that. But look, Sowore is the defendant here, and it is a criminal suit. It's not a civil lawsuit. It is a criminal suit. And that's where a lot of a lot of defendants in criminal matter get it wrong. When they are on bail, they become complacent. They become so relaxed that they feel, I'm enjoying this freedom, to an extent that they start getting late to court. As a defendant, you should not get late to the court. In fact, you should get to the court before the court opens. Even if you get to the court, the fact that your matter was called and probably you were within the court premises but not right inside the court, it is assumed that you are absent. you are risking your freedom. So Sowore, I heard that Sowore wrote to the court that because the judge did not sit on the previous day, and he had some engagement, you cannot be bigger than the law. You cannot be bigger than the law. You cannot be bigger than the court. The opposition lawyer was there. And even if, and just as I heard, they said by the time the letter was read, the opposition lawyer opposed Sowore's excuse, which is normal in law. And that's why I was saying I was showing gratitude to my own prosecuting counsel the other day, that when my lawyer raised a motion that my bail be reinstated, the prosecuting counsel said the prosecuting counsel did not oppose it. He has a right to oppose it. If they feel, this man that we want to grant bail might jump bail or might be unavailable, they have a right to oppose it. And that's the reason why the legal proceeding is to a large extent unpredictable. You might have prepared your letter and your excuse that, okay, my lord, I have to go and do that. And the opposition lawyer says, no, we have this, we have this, we have this too. So it now depends on the judge to decide. And let me inform you, the judge is the umpire and not at the beck and call of either the defendant or the plaintiff. The judge is like the referee within a football match. The judge is the referee, and he has to. There are rules to the game. He has to follow the rules. Yet he has to handle the match in such a way that both parties are satisfied. So whenever you are bringing what will slow down the matter, or what will encumber justice, the judge has a right to say no. The judge has a right to say no. So for those who are crying foul that the judge the judge was supporting the federal government, the judge was being biased, blah 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 blah. No, the court proceedings have rules and regulations. If you don't follow them, you fall short of the rules and regulations, bam, you're done for. For example, if after being granted bail, because I had, while I was in Ikoyi, somebody shared a story how he was remanded. His wife was his shorty. And while he was on bail, they had issues at home. And because they had issues at home, they had a fight. He didn't know that the wife had gone behind him to the court to remove her name from being a shorty for him. So that day, he showed up in court as usual, but the prosecutor had known. So the opposition lawyer just informed the court. And that's why, to a high extent, legal proceedings are unpredictable. So, but he wasn't expecting it. The prosecuting counsel just rose up and informed the court that, my lord, this man's shorty has withdrawn herself. And right there, he was remanded. So from that place, he didn't even plan it. From that place, he was taken back to the correctional center. So it was from the correctional center he had to start applying for another bail and then processing another bail. So as far as Sowore's matter is concerned, he was absent in court and the judge did the needful. The judge did the needful. So nobody should start crying foul that somebody is against. There are rules and regulations to litigation. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit. God bless you and do have yourself a profitable day.